Turbo Max, and it is the WGB 242/1E, GC number 4704402, and this boiler is blowing fuses intermittently. So first thing I'm going to do is all the basic electrical checks for the boiler, and then from there I'll do component testing. So I'll test the pump, the gas valve, the fan, the air pressure switch. The usual suspects on these boilers for this is actually this cable here being eaten by rodents is the common one that blows fuses, but it's got pipes tight against it. It may well be that, so we'll check that out as well. Okay, so I'm going to do visual checks on all of this. Just look over all the harnesses. Make sure everything's plugged on correctly. They're all quite bunched there. So, safe isolation, neutral to live, live to neutral, live to earth, neutral to earth, that's all good. Power back on, and we do live to neutral 240, live to earth 240, neutral to earth, nothing. Now we isolate it. We use a multimeter set on resistance. First thing we're going to do is earth continuity, so I'm going to go from the earth tap on here to the socket. Got 1.9 ohms there. You can't see that, let me see if I can put that, but you can see it. So 0.6 ohms on my leads, right. Put it on the earth, to the earth, 0.6 ohms, so that's good. Now do a short circuit check, that's between live and neutral. We have 100 ohms, so that's fine. 80 ohms is 3 amps, anything above that is less than 3 amps. We have 102 ohms, so that's good. Now we're going to do resistance to earth. This wants to be nice and high. OL, which it is, okay. So resistance to earth is OL. So I'm just going to check all the other stuff. Everything is OL there. So all our basic electrical checks come back fine. And do a quick visual in here. Right there, just go straight through the back. There's a knob. Is that another fuse? That is a fuse up there, isn't it? I don't know what fuse that is. It's a 2 amp fuse. Okay. So let me just gonna check that cable there for the fan down the back. No, I'll do some component testing first. Let's check some resistance. So first thing we always check is the pump. Let me let's check the resistance. $170 ohms. That is good. That's about 1.5 amps. So that's pretty good. It's actually a little bit lower than 1.5 amps. Oh, sorry, one last test, always got to do. So, as well as doing the resistance across the pump, like this, I also want to check it to the earths. So I'm going to check it to here. That's good. And do the same again. That's good. I've got open line to earth. And $170 ohms, so that seems correct. Right. This is the fan. It's orange cable. I'm pretty sure it is anyway, but we can check that quite easily. So fans usually have a relatively low resistance. Let's check that. It's kind of 27 ohms. And I'll check it to earth. Comes up as open line to earth. I'm just going to confirm that it's the fan. 27 ohms. Okay, so what I did, I just done the resistances on all the cables. Gas valve, fan, pump. So the pump I had 170 ohms. The fan I had 27 ohms, which is quite low. Fans are usually low, but I don't know if that's too low. We'll phone Vaillant and find out. And the gas valve I had mega ohms, but the gas valve is the one that has this Honeywell lead that has a diode in it, so that might be why. But realistically it should be open line one way and have a resistance the other, but I was getting mega ohms in both directions. I'll retest it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was doing. So 5 mega ohms. The wrong way around, and if we twist this round, seven mega ohms. There could well be something very wrong with that lead. Let's find Vaillant and find out. Okay, so look what I just spotted. I was having a good look in here. Okay, see this blue connector down here? Look at the other end, the last pin. See that? That last pin is not in. So there's an issue right there as well. That can't be helping, can it? Eh? So I'm going to have a look under here, make sure there's no bits of, because let me show you here, there's a lot of glass there. Oh. A lot of this stuff here is glass. So what was worrying me is that the fuse has popped completely, and the cap of the fuse is somewhere under here, under this other board that I can't see underneath. And that could be popping the fuse intermittently. Let's have a look. Nope, can't see anything. So I had one pin out of place. I had a room stat that was wide slightly wrong. Could that be causing it? Are both fuses actually saying it at T2 and T2? So the reason there's two fuses on this, one is on the neutral and one is on the live. So something 240 volt must be blowing this. Who knows? Should I lift out that bottom board just in case there's a fuse cap on? I think I will, you know, just in case there's a fuse cap underneath it. It's a pain in the butt, but more glass. All looks okay, but there is a lot of glass in there. Been popping fuses for a while, maybe. Anyway, let's get this all emptied out. Right, I got all that glass out of there. But you know what? That's got me thinking. That was a lot of glass. Almost like fuses have been blown for quite a while, because that, to me, looked like, I don't know, a lot more than 4 fuses anyway. So could the fuses have been going in this for a long time? Maybe. Let's get this back together. Okay, there we go. Got it all back together nicely. So let's put the rest of this back together. Oh, let's focus. Come on, focus. There we go. So we'll get the rest of this back together now, and then we'll actually test the boiler running and see what's what. Now I'm just doing my safety checks. 4 millibar, let's back that up. 10 millibar. Right, 11 is just a tad over. Let's have a look. The combustion ratio, which should go up a bit now because it's burning much higher. There you go, pretty stable around the ratio of 0.102. That's pretty good. Right, so I've soaked that up. And you can see where it's here, look. I did soak that up. That's all good. And burning nicely. The boiler seems to run quite nice. It's old and a bit manky, but it's running nicely. So, yeah.